Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy. I'm your professional astrologer. You can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com. And there on that website, if you were to go to the homepage and go ahead and sign up to be on my newsletter email list, each month I draw 3 people to get a free 20-minute astrology session with me. Now, I also have online classes and a mentorship program for one-on-one studying, so we do that over the internet as well. And I have 4 spaces left. So if you're interested in a private mentorship program for 6 months, let me know. All right, today I want to talk about February. So now that the advertising is over, okay? So with February, we have a few things going on. Of course, we know it as the month of love just because Valentine's is in here. Some of the things that are going on this month that are just general for everybody is the thing I want to focus on first off is on February 13th, between the 13th and the 15th. This is when Mercury is finally back to the position that it was in the zodiac belt on the day that it went retrograde back in January, on January 5th. So think back to January 5th, what was going on for you. That's when Mercury had moved into Aquarius. It stayed in that zodiac sign for just a few days and then retrograded back. Now on February 13th to the 15th, this is when Mercury's finally past that hump, finally over that area where he was retrograde for a long time. So we're going to have some movement. That Mercury in Aquarius is definitely high thinking, it can be high energy, but it can also be somebody where we get something into our head, we're going to really chew on it for a long time. Fixed air is what Aquarius is. Mercury is that thinking mind, so it is a air planet naturally. So when it is connected, when it is in that sign of Aquarius, we're going to be having some interest in any of the things that Aquarius rules. So, of course, astrology is one of them. That'll be on the top of my list, of course. Anything that's technologically, anything in that category, right? So, February 13th to the 15th, Mercury finally gets over that hump of where it was January 5th when it went retrograde. So that means we get to move through some stuff, okay? We get to start really moving into the Aquarian energy and that unique piece of communicating. And February 14th, of course, it's right in the middle of this. So what goes on February 14th? And this is energy that we're all going to play into. On February 14th, the moon's in the sign of Taurus. That's a great place for the moon to be on the 14th of February, because the moon in Taurus is all about, sensual tastes and sensual smells and anything that is just lovely and luscious and beautiful. Now it makes a sextile to, let me look at my notes, to Neptune, right, in the evening of February 13th. So Saturday night, February 13th, most people would probably be going out to dinner and doing their romantic-y things on Saturday night, the day before Valentine's. And this is true. And this is what we get when we have on Saturday night. If you want to go out and have this romantic, date and just have a nice time, it's going to be that. We have all of the things, all of the cards are in place for just a romantic evening, just in and of itself. Kind of put parentheses around it. And that's it. After that, though, we have no other aspects that are cooperating with this romantic piece. So if you're going out on a first date on this night, there's going to be way too much pressure. All right. If you feel like just having a one-time date with somebody, then this is what the energy of the night's about. That's perfect, especially for those of us out there who are single. Go out, have a date, that's cool. But just know there's no Saturn. The Saturn aspects of the day just do not support a long-term relationship. Now, if you're in a stable relationship and you're just going out for fun because that's what you do on Valentine's Day, then this won't affect you quite as much. But it will be a nice date night, especially for married people who have not had an opportunity to get out and play in a long time because of children. All right? So go out, have fun. Just know that Saturday night, if you're going out for Valentine's, even if you're not going out for Valentine's, if you're going out Saturday night, it's just a night to have fun, enjoy good food, good drink, good company, and just know it's a great memory that you're making. And that's what it will be. That will be it. Doesn't have to go any further than that. So it sounds like a great night to have fun and have a party. So I'm going to leave, that's the general piece. So now I'm going to get on to a little more specific things for each of the zodiac signs. So that's next. Okay, Sag, hi. All right, for you guys, February 5th is where I'm going to start. Venus and Pluto are conjunct in Capricorn, solar second house for you. So when these two are conjunct, and they are in Capricorn, by the way, like I just said, basically, you know, the things we love, the values that we have going on around us, you know, we're starting to take things a little more serious. We want things to be stable. We feel a responsibility. And if we're not receiving that energy back, is because it's what we're all kind of feeling. If we're recognizing that we don't have this stability or responsible partner or other person in our lives, then we can start to really get intensely emotional about it, very passionate about it, and that's where Pluto comes in. So this is very intense personal drama can go on here if we're not getting our needs met. And Venus-Pluto conjunction. And the reason I'm focusing on this is just because February is the month of love, but we have a lot of tension going on. So it's not necessarily easy the beginning of the month. So look at where you're feeling responsible or you're requiring somebody else to be responsible for you, however that looks for you. And being that it is in your solar second house, that means Venus is accidentally dignified, moving through that sector, which also means that you really are focusing in on what you value. And this can even, for you guys, roll into what your finances are looking like. We also have on February 5th, Mars in Scorpio making a hard aspect of quincunx to Uranus and Aries. This is frustrating energy. Uranus and Aries right now is about quick, sudden shifts and changes, being independent, being a rebel. Mars in Scorpio is slow. It's slow. It's in its own sign. It's the co-ruler of Scorpio. So it's looking for intense, deep feelings and emotions. This is coming from your solar 12th house. And if it's coming from the 12th house, that means there is a lot of things that have been under the surface for a long time, and they're coming to the surface for you now. It can cause a lot of frustration, but in the meantime, it can also cause a big opportunity for you to heal something that's important for you to heal. We do have also on February 8th a new moon in Aquarius. There will be a new moon video for that. Click the eye icon and you'll see one of the options is to go to the lunar forecasts. That will be posted when we get closer. If you're a subscribing member, you will be notified. So please subscribe. That new moon in Aquarius is all about setting new goals in air, and really reaching for the stars, really setting goals that are lofty and big, really going beyond our comfort zone. For you, it's in your solar third house, and that sector is all about communicating. And so it's important for you to communicate what it is that you want. So write it down at the very least, okay? February 10th, we have Venus in a trine aspect to Jupiter, very earthy. It's an earth trine. They're both in earth signs, very grounding. Second house to your 10th house, right? What I value in my career, what I value in the public eye, how people see me. Jupiter's been moving through your 10th house for a little while now, since I think like August or so. And so your career should be expanding some. Finding work, if you're not working, should be helpful. It should be helpful now, especially with Jupiter retrograde. Old interests might come back into town for you. So the thing is, with these two planets in this trine aspect, this is all about positive energy, stepping into your power, stepping into what's important for you, and just knowing that you're on the right track. So trust that you're on the right track. Set those goals and manifest them. How to keep forward movement going, all right? Because we don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again if we're not getting any results. So let me know if you need help with that. That's what I love to do. And then I want to move on to the next lunar event. Again, that video will come up when the time is nearer, and that's the full moon in Virgo, again in your solar 10th house. So it will be helpful for you to trim the fat, so to speak, whatever's going on in your life, in your career, and how you're presenting yourself out in the world, you're going to be able to trim that down into areas. Just trim it down so it feels, you feel more efficient. Okay, that's the best way to put it. But you can get more information on that full moon when it comes around. All right. Now, February 28th, I'm going to finish the astrology with the Sun conjunct Neptune in your solar fourth house. And when the Sun does do that, it will clear the fog. So if there's anything going on in your home, family that is not, you're not clear about, it can be cleared out just in the few days around the 28th of February. The Sun always burns off the fog. So we're going to be looking at that. And what does that mean to you? I mean, for some people, maybe they'll discover they're adopted. Maybe for some people, they'll discover who their natural parents are. Maybe something that has just been unknown, running through quietly through the family history, all of a sudden comes to be seen. It's pretty interesting how that will work out. So you're more than welcome to share in the comments section. I'd love to hear what it works out to be for you. So I also pulled 3 cards for you guys, and oh, these are wonderful. Some of them haven't been so easy for some of the zodiac signs, but this one's not too bad. Number 4, which is about resting and rejuvenation. I can't see. Rest and rejuvenating. And so take your time. Take some time. Especially with that Scorpio in the 12th house, you're really going to want to take your time with that and allow that to just sit with the energy so you can let it process. You know, how much time do you need things to process? We don't have to keep moving so fast. We'll let things manifest. And then movement, choices, and decisions. And so just like I said, if we rest and rejuvenate and then take our time, things will manifest, because as soon as we put our order out to the universe, we've got to, put it out there and let it be. But then we have to, that's that resting piece. Put it out, rest, let it happen, and then we get to see what our next step is. And then the final card is the crown chakra card. And with that crown chakra, of course, that is opening to the higher self, to that 7th chakra, and really the 8th chakra, actually, so we can really work with that higher self and trust what our intuition is, working through inspiration. And just we work through inspiration. It's divinely guided, so it's helpful, much more helpful. All right, Sag. So that was for you. Thank you very much. Sign up. Come to my website for classes if you like. You guys are always loving to learn. Would love to help with that. So come and see me at my website. Links are in the text box below and in that icon over here. So thank you very much. Lots of love. Namaste.